the springs forth, where bile does bubble. The black moon swings, and the sky stirs trouble. Yes, 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 yes. By violent ends, we kill the light. Through the shadows, madness beckons. Weird at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird at Night!
What's up, everybody? It's your man, the Big O. I want to encourage you to tune in to Weird at Night right here on Converge Media every Saturday at 10 p.m.
Well, look who's back, baby! And we immediately start with a little bit of nuts. Bear with me, everybody. There we go. The hell? All right. Well, welcome to Weird at Night, everybody. Look who's back. It's Saturday night and we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Converge Media. Hello to everyone watching on every platform. We're lucky to have you with us tonight. Welcome to Weird at Night, your one-stop shop for absurdity, abstraction, surreal comedy, and creative conversation. We're back from our spring break and I'm feeling pretty saucy. I'm Patrick Galactic, your host in this hour-ish of art, music, and other stuff. Tonight, we rage back to the forefront with performances from the almighty Skerrick, the stupendous, the Pacific, Monster Planet, and much more. But we can't do a goddamn thing till we turn the lights on in the galaxy, mon amis. We must unify the universe. We must serenade the stars. We must sing the song of the cosmos. Join me in the gizzer now. That's how we get it started. Great work, everybody. And get us started we shall. Tonight, we feature Wan Fam and international recording weirdo Skerrick. Throughout the night, Skerrick has been featured prominently on Weird at Night at various times and was even the conductor that first led blazinspace to Noirland so long ago. He's back, and he's joined by the one and only Maurice Caldwell Jr. Check it out. That's exactly the kind of inspired insanity that fuels our existential abstraction, my deadlies. Skerrick has played with just about everyone and is in just about every way by this point, but I highly encourage you to check out his Bandcamp and browse his massive catalog on Bandcamp. We got more from Skerrick later, but make sure you give him a follow on Bandcamp tonight. Dude is always putting stuff out. Sometimes it's really weird, sometimes it's just really amazingly composed, amazing stuff. Skerrick is a cut above, my friends, a cut above. But later ain't soon enough to get this cosmic art jalopy hauling ass. We can't drive 55 without a helping heaping of your strange delights, my deadlies. So I need you to turn rationality off. I need you to turn what the fuck to 11. This cosmic calamity, it ain't an accident, cowpoke. It's an art extravaganza of galactic proportion. Weird at Night is a twice weekly art voyage through the stars. We love music. We love surreal comedy. Weird at Night is like a smoky patchwork quilt with Twilight Zone, 90s cable access, and Reading Rainbow all stitched in. We're astonishingly wholesome for people who say fuck as often as we do here. More importantly than all of that, we are a show community. The chat is 100% where it's at. Some of the people showing stuff tonight might be hanging out in the chat with us all, so give praise to the Queen Mersta, because you're chatting amongst royalty. That's right. Seattle rapper and vibe impresario the Queen is the true and ultimate ruler of the Waniverse. Check out the Queen's Bandcamp and give praise. And don't fear the darkness, darling. We're weird. It's night. You're in the right place. Respect for each other and the flow of the show is essential. Distractors and spammers will be ejected, so don't even try it. If you give us a follow at some point in the night, I'm going to sing you a little tune and put your name in the pretty lights on the screen. And if you subscribe, which is so helpful on Twitch, if you subscribe on Twitch, which is super duper helpful in this endeavor to deliver abstract amazingness to the masses, I'll put everything down, I'll grab my guitar, and I'll write you a 20-second song on the spot. I already have somebody that I have to sing to tonight, so we will definitely be getting to that. But for now, let the extravaganza begin. Last Saturday, we had an absolute blast at Lookup Fest Portals, the brainchild of Lookup Records. It was an incredible night. blazinspace and TC Blackout were going ape on live visuals, creating a multi-layered land of texture and shape for the musicians on the main stage at the Rendezvous. And I was running our green screen video booth and having a blast. I was a little nervous, I gotta be honest. We'd never done this before, so didn't really know how it would turn out or what to expect, but it exceeded my expectations by a million miles. It was so much fun helping people give in to their audacious child energies. I tell you, we had them acting like real yahoos. And I got a little peek for you. It was a hell of a good time. I think you could see it from the looks on people's faces. It was just awesome to watch people kind of let go and release themselves so that they could go enjoy the night with pure love, pure energy. It was so much fun. I want to say thank you to all the performers, to the Rendezvous staff who really went far above and beyond, and to Look Up Records for having us. Can't wait to do it again. If there's an event coming up in the Seattle area you'd like us to be at with a video booth, don't be shy. Tell the promoter, tell me, tell someone. We're going to keep this going, and I can't tell you enough how much I love this, but I do want to take a moment real quick to apologize. I've gotten this deep in the show and I haven't even wished any of you a happy Dartone Day. So please accept it now, and I hope Dartonism has been the centering force in your life the way it is in mine. On a completely unrelated note, watch this video.
Every morning, a new sun brings the high contrast streets of Enigma to life. A spotlight on the mysterious city spreads block by block as neighbors greet one another with a happy Dartone, or may the blessings of Dartone be with you. Many citizens attend their morning masses, where the miracles of Dartone are replayed and relived. And thousands have camped outside of New Orleans bookstores, awaiting the release of The Book of Dartone. As much as Dartone III inspired the people of New Orleans when he saved everyone at Waste Dump 69, his teachings still seem to be a bit vague and self-centered. His publicist and partner, Paprika, has promised the media that Dartone is working on his great book of beliefs and teachings, and it should be done any day now. We reached out to Dartone III for comment, but he was busy. So what do we deliver to our hungry audience? Surely we don't allow them to starve in a white void of content. If the Book of Dartone has no words yet, then I have a new proposition to publishers. A graphic novel called The Book About the Book of Dartone. It would catch up on all our favorite characters. Queen Alex, Terry Monstrosity, blazinspace, The Secrets of the Spectacle Bear, with TC and Louie, The Rise of Dartone, The Fall of Parzival, and eventually, the actual Book of Dartone. Every night as the sun sets and the candles get lit, and the mysterious mischief that keeps this town moving awakes and takes to the streets. But tonight, the mischief makers are tucked in their beds, reading by the fire, enthralled by the tales of Dartone and beyond. And the streets of New Orleans grow quiet.
A little too quiet.
The Book of Dartone is coming! The Book of Dartone is coming! Paprika swears it, so it must be true! This is so exciting! And don't forget about the book of Dartone! That's coming soon too! Alex is working retail, blazinspace works at Shitties now! There's so much going on, going on. Dartonism continues to overpromise and underdeliver, and I'm here for it! Hey, how is everybody in the community? Any big news? Any announcements? Did you feel the urge to kill but suppressed it by stabbing a pillow multiple times? Add me in the chat and I'll read them at the break. What you been up to? I want to know. But as we chat and as we add, don't forget to ask me a weird question. Anything you think might be hard to answer, might be funny, whatever you think weird is. Just add me in the chat and I'll answer them in the chat break. We got the Pacific here. We'll look at the work of abstract artist Brendan Spivey, and Problemagic Comedy is chilling in the back as well. But it's been a week, and I've been fiending for the words of a monster. The monster of ceremonies. Terry Monstrosity.
Spent too much time trying to join forces, appetizing to be noticed by the main courses, but they court report not my same sources. On the porch stay planted till I manage portions, a torch lit flame bending shame in the fortunes. Core wishes turn to plans with proportions, contorted waves in the rock like distortion. The chronic haze seem to block the endorphins. After a while, blame it'll pour in. Had to bend the bottle back, a shot didn't warn us. Pop off, become the prop of a corn husk. Off topping in the lock of a war trust. But I noticed that it's going my way. All up in the Kool-Aid and staying hydrated. All about my moolah, cause that's never outdated. Shining after dark like them lights out in Vegas.
I'm sitting here, looking at my tub of whipped cream, thinking about all the times I spent sitting in that Old Town beanery reading the Eugene Weekly and that comic strip. Was it too much coffee, man? Or red meat? It was red meat, I think. In any case, too much sugar tonight. It's okay. Riding life like waves on my boogie board, made of licorice whips and dips. Yes, yes, yes! Great shit from Terry, the monster who never misses. So happy to be back, if only to hear Terry rap every Tuesday and Saturday at 10 p.m. That's when we're on, people. Tuesdays and Saturdays at 10 p.m. Pacific. So make sure you give us a follow on whatever channel you're watching on right now so you'll be reminded. Also, thanks to me and Bicentennial Baby for the creation of a glorious auto-write reading. Are you new? Do you not know what an auto-write is? Well, stick around. We do them at the end of every episode, and yours just may be the one we read next episode. We now turn to 8-piece Seattle supergroup, The Pacific, self-described as tropical movement music with a Latin psychedelic twist. I think you're going to find that's an extremely apt description. This was filmed last year at Jefferson Park in Seattle. It's The Pacific. Enjoy.
Muchas gracias. Somos The Pacific. That's right, we are The Pacific. You guys having a good time to Halloween? ¿Sí? ¿Están disfrutando? Qué bonito. Hey! This song is off our EP, which we have available. So come and see us later to take this music home with you. And make sure you check us out on YouTube and search for The Heat. Searching for that heat, the kind that makes me sweat. You've got that kind of heat that I cannot forget. I'm searching for that heat, the kind that makes me sweat. You got that kind of heat. Ooh, I'm searching for that heat, the kind that makes me sweat. You've got that kind of heat that I can't forget. When I first met you, knew I had to get you. Ooh, and get you, I did get. Burning to feel the way you make me feel. The heat between you and me. Will you feed the fire and I'll fan the flame? You feed the fire and I'll fan the flame. You just gotta feed the fire, baby, and I'll fan the flame. Ooh, yeah. Can you sing
What a vibe. I love it. I love it. The Pacific is on Bandcamp, and I really hope you'll support them there. But this is the kind of band you definitely want to experience live. Make sure to stay tuned to their socials. We dropped a link to their Instagram, and make sure to check them out at one of their shows soon. I know I'm going to. That's amazing, amazing stuff. And while we're talking about soon, let's make sure we're talking about Converge Media. Omari Salisbury and Trey Holiday are live every weekday at 11 a.m. with the morning update. They keep some Seattle communities informed with transparent and balanced coverage, kind of like this.
We're right here at East Precinct. It doesn't get any closer than this right now.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective. Praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. As a small independent media company, we rely on the financial support of individuals and business members to stay on the front lines of the news that's important to you.
Please click around the links we shared and consider becoming a financial backer of Converge Media. I do it just what I can afford because, believe me, I am not dripping with cash, and I've never once regretted it. I don't think you will either. Check it out. Converge is doing amazing work, and they have been for quite some time. They are worth your support. Now, you know our friends over at Monster Planet are always cooking up something strange for dinner. Literally always. And we got a little taste of what's in store tonight for you right now. Yeah, that's some good yams right there, friends. Sweet yams, sweet yams. So, Monster Planet keeps pumping out the deliciously strange for our consumption desires, my deadlies. We are going to raid their radio feed tonight at the end of tonight's show. Please stick around till the very end, and I'm going to send us over to that channel that we were just watching a little clip from, and show some love to Monster Planet. While we're in the Discord, we can kind of listen to the oddcast while we're all chatting. I think it'd be really awesome. So stick around to the very end tonight, and I will send us over to raid Monster Planet's channel. I think that would be very, very cool for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. But now it's time for Nada Mucho Newsy News, and they're back with fellow Dartonist Howlin' Dan Hansen. Now tonight, I'm going to ask a little favor to everybody. Try to clear your mind while we roll through these track previews, because I want you to do what we call a not a right. What's a not a right? It's an auto right, but branded for Not a Mucho. Branding, people, brands, marketing. Clear your mind. Write whatever comes into your head during the segment, during the track previews, and then at the end of the bit, hit enter or return at the end, and I'll read the not a rights during the chat break. Are we good? Do we all got it? I hope so, because we're about to watch the Not a Mucho Newsy News right now. Howlin' Dan! That's right, it's Howlin' Dan Hansen, and I'm back after a week off, baby. I've been in what they call court-appointed therapy. Yeah, getting to the root of my abandonment issues and why I'm such a fucking tweaker the way I am. Not that there's anything wrong with that, there sure ain't, but you know, Howlin' Dan, my preferred style is to live above the truth, live above the lie. So I'm trying to get down to the root of it. It ain't gonna change shit. I love crime. I'm gonna keep doing it. But anyway, this Not a Mucho bit coming up. This guy from Not a Mucho man's still crazy as fuck, as it turns out, and he's got a playlist for you. This time it's kind of centered around hippity hop, hip hop. That's what it is. Anyway, Howlin' Dan may not know all the names of the new cool shit the kids love, but Howlin' Dan lives above the truth, lives above the lie, and I'll see you fucking down the road.
I used to live in a little room in the middle house with a crooked view. I used to walk from a neighbor's house up the broken stairs of
We the new earth, legendary in the storm like I'm super. Checks vary but return, that'll be first. Vindicated by the sworn, never rehearsed. How we carry true form, we the new earth. Legendary in the storm like I'm super. Checks vary but return, that'll be first.
Face of danger and destruction, they not only survive, they endure to build a solid foundation for a new life. Ingenuity and courage mark Swiss Family Robinson.
Raise the mental, not the time for robbing none. Get it together like the Swiss Family Robinson. We'll get this vinyl circulating like plasma. So
catch you walking around without a mask and without no gloves and without no fear and without a grudge and without a plan and without a map and without new this and without new that and without obeying goes without saying and without a shave and without no shame and without a care and without no clowns and without
Great stuff from our friends over at Not a Mucho. Make sure you give those artists all a follow. They're all worthy of your support. Great stuff. Great stuff. So we had put it out there to ask how everybody's doing, to see if anybody had any comments or questions for me. Let's see what we got here. I'm just going through a very long list, folks, so please bear with me just a moment. All right. Naomi Fayomi says, weird at night and everybody. I'd like to suggest a WAN hang sometime at Battlestar Kalakala, which is usually at Skylark in West Seattle for the first Thursday of the month. Always featuring Maurice Caldwell. Very cool. Maurice performed with Scarrick at the very beginning of the show. So very cool. And Naomi did drop a link. Thank you so much for that. I'd asked what everybody's up to. Alex F&V says, I'm going to my first real show in 2 years tomorrow to see Fletcher, and that is all that matters. That is super cool. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad that people are starting to get back out into the world. I've been to a show or two myself, and it was a little weird, but you know, we're going through an adjustment process right now. Very, very cool, Alex. I hope you have a fantastic time, and maybe it'll wipe away having to work retail so much, you know? Let's see what else we got. Naomi Fayomi, exciting news. I took such a good nap this afternoon. You know what? So did I. That is great news, Naomi. Fantastic stuff. How often do you get a quality nap as an adult? And we need them more and more and more the older we get. All right. What? Okay. Ash Maddie says, what classes do you have this quarter, and do any of them smell like tacos? No, none of them smell like tacos. I'm taking a sound and lighting class. I am taking a intro to web design class, which is kind of hilarious because I've designed a bunch of websites. And this is a really fun one, an InDesign class. So an Adobe InDesign class. I'm using the whole Adobe Creative Suite now. It's pretty cool. I'm very excited about it, but it is a little monotonous. blazinspace said, Dora from Facebook says, shared. Thank you so much, Dora. Appreciate your support for what we're doing here. Thanks for letting the people know. Continuing to go through here. Ash Maddie asks, what is your favorite pirate-themed smooth Latin jazz band west of the Mason-Dixon line? I gotta say the Pacific, man. That's a very specific question, and that is a very specific niche that they fill very, very well. The Pacific is really, really good. They have some stuff up on Bandcamp. Make sure you go check that out. Anarchy and Bedrock asks, where did you get this Howlin' Man? The Howlin' Man, Howlin' Dan, I assume is what you're talking about. I did not find Howlin' Dan. I only knew of Howlin' Dan. He was, I think Nanamucho just found him in an alley, like by a dumpster or something, just eating out of a dumpster. He has an apartment and food. He just prefers to eat out of dumpsters. So that's what I think happened. Bicentennial Baby says, wow, I miss Nina. LOL. Me too. Naomi Baomi Faomi. My dad's name was Dan and could beat this Dan in a yelling context any day. So thanks for triggering me every week. LOL, not really. Well, kinda. I'll be okay. Carry on. When he used this power for good, I could hear him holler at my high school track meets while wearing a hat that said, Naomi's biggest fan. Anarchy and Bedrock says, this week William Hurt passed away. The film Altered States was very influential to me in many ways, so I felt a need to pay tribute. I streamed a thing on Twitch. I'll post in Discord. Please. No, that's great. Alex says, you skipped my question. I would never do that on purpose. Let me go back and find it. Alex F&V says, what would be the worst hallucination to fight on shrooms? Well, you're asking somebody who's done shrooms and had a terrible trip. So I'll tell you what I was fighting on shrooms was I had a vision of a river filled with human limbs that had vehicles driving through it that were composed of human limbs, and they were coming straight at me. And I was tortured by those visions for approximately 6 to 8 hours until I finally manifested a bunch of ice spikes and became a buffalo staring at myself in the mirror. That's a real story. Ash Maddie corrects me. Howlin' Dan was sleeping in their yard. So that makes sense. Yes, Anarchy and Bedrock, thank you so much for letting us know about your William Hurt tribute. I would love to watch it myself, so please do share it in the Discord. That's awesome. Also, thank you for getting us our hype train before we even started the show tonight. That's always a great way to start. I want to thank specifically Naomi Baomi Faomi, Anarchy and Bedrock, and Bicentennial Baby for getting us there. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate your support so much. Also, don't forget about our Discord. We have a Discord where we stay in touch throughout the week. We also have a post-show Discord voice chat after every single episode. I'll be there tonight around 11:15, and I'll be staying for about an hour. I can't wait to catch up with y'all. I've missed y'all. This is going to be a lot of fun. And also, it's great because, sometimes we just hang out, we riff, we shoot around ideas. Some of the ideas end up making it into Weird at Night. Some of them just become great suggestions that I apply in other ways down the road. Also, are you an artist? Because if you are a musician, a poet, a painter, if you're a dancer, if you're a drag artist, if you're a comedian, if you're a sketch artist, if you make short films, if you're an animator, if you write literature, we want to show your work here on Weird at Night. On Weird at Night, you can submit to us via email at weirdatnight@gmail.com. You can submit through our Discord or use our handy dandy submissions page. We've gotten a few recently and it's been really cool. And it basically tells you everything you need to send all in one discreet little package. So it's super duper easy. Don't pass it up. Bicentennial Baby, Ash Maddie says, I wish shrooms worked that well on me. I was very, very overly dosed for what I had experience with prior. So I went from, eating one stem one time to the equivalent of like 8 times that because I did tea. And that really, really got to me and scared the living shit out of me. Bicentennial Baby says, all of my trips have been awesome, but one time I almost lost my shit because everyone in the room was staring at me while I was trying to flip the cassette tape and their stares were loud. I could totally imagine that. I would just say for me, with shrooms, I've done them 3 times. The first time was super duper fun. I did a very small amount and just kind of more of a body high. I was staring down an overhead light for a long time because I thought it was staring at me. But I also thought a tree was a cat. So mushrooms have generally been fun. You can have fun. Just make sure you are working with somebody who knows how to measure the dose, okay? Because I didn't. So anyway, we're back in the second half of Weirded Nights, and we're already off to a roaring start, everybody. We're going to learn about abstract painter Brendan Spivey. Noel Brass Jr. is in the house. Problem Magic Comedy is hanging out still, and much more. But we return right now to the delightful oddity that is the inspired and inglorious Scarrick.
De la marca Rainbow, R-A-I-N-B-O, Rainbow, de la Rainbow, productos Rainbow.
Rainbow is a decoration unaware of the growing popular acceptance of its occult meaning and the hidden dangers.
This loss of awareness of one's own being can linger for months, as is evidenced by the plight of one teenage boy who locked himself in his room for several months, imagining he was an orange, and that if he was touched, he would turn into orange juice.
Whether we know it or not, we're all manipulated. It's becoming almost impossible to think or even act for ourselves anymore. We're manipulated, programmed, and brainwashed right from the start. Whether we...
Surrender to the beautiful confusion, friends. Give in to Scarrick's oddity and you shall be rewarded times 10. Thanks to Scarrick for the divinely inspired bizarreness, and I greatly appreciate that. These are clips from something Scarrick made called Scarrick Spectacular. It was filmed by our friends at Astro Media and produced by our friends at Astro Media. Make sure blazinspace has dropped a link to the full Scarrick Spectacular set. So if you want to check that out, if you want to turn it on and absolutely just go on some weird trip, please go ahead, because it's really, really good. I've watched it in full. It is awesome. I love what Scarrick does. Also, big love to Not For Sale as well. Keeping it groovy 24/7 here in the Waniverse. Smash his links and send some love. One thing I wanted to add about mushrooms, I didn't intend to go on such a mushroom tangent, but here we are. The one thing I will say is, I didn't learn shit from my first trip or my third trip, really. That terrible trip that I was telling you all about, I'm still learning from it today. It shows you so much about yourself if you're willing to listen. So remember that. Now, something we love to do here on Weird at Night is laugh. See, and very few make me laugh as hard these days than the mad geniuses behind Problemagic Comedy. We've seen several of their sketches, but tonight we prepare for the scariest, hilariousest. It's a cursed tape, and that probably means something funny is about to happen.
Hey, are you okay?
I think I'm gonna die.
What? Why?
Well, last week my friend showed me this tape, and apparently if you watch it, you die in 7 days.
Come on, that can't be real.
It's real.
Is this some kind of prank?
Oh my god! Jesus! You summoned a demon into our apartment?
It wasn't me, it was that stupid video!
You thought my video was stupid?
No, that's not what I meant.
No, but that's what you said. You said stupid.
I mean...
What about you?
What?
Do you think my video was stupid?
I thought it was interesting.
Oh god, it sucks, doesn't it?
No, it's good. It was fine.
What was your favorite part?
The
tone?
Yes, the tone. Oh, when you came out of that TV, that was so creepy.
Creepy?
Yeah.
No, it's supposed to be inspiring.
Oh.
It's like, if I can make it out of the woods, anybody can make it out of the woods.
To kill people with demon powers?
Well, fuck me then, because that's clearly not coming across. Oh my god. This is why none of my victims have talked to me about this. They think it's bad. They all know that it sucks.
No. We totally got that. We got it.
No, you didn't. You guys think it's bad. I can tell that you think that it's bad. My mom was right to murder me.
No. I was inspired.
But he said it was creepy.
Creepy's a new word for inspiring now.
Yeah, and you missed that because you were trapped in those woods for so long. So.
Yeah, like, did you hear about the dog who saved that baby from the fire?
That was so creepy. Yeah.
So you guys totally got what I was going for then.
We,
of course,
loved it.
That makes me feel so much better about submitting it to the Sundance Film Festival.
Oh.
You guys don't think my movie is good enough for Sundance?
No.
You just said it was great.
We said it was good.
Okay, first of all, you're submitting it on VHS. I mean, who's gonna be able to play VHS? How did we play this?
And then secondly, there was like no plot.
Yeah, like what is your arc? You're in there and then you're in here? That doesn't make sense.
I didn't connect to that motivation as an audience member.
There's nothing about this that shows theme or anything about your subtext. It's all over the place.
All in all, it needs a lot of work, but I do have some screenwriting books that could help.
So I feel like if you move this part to the end of Act 2, it gives the whole thing more dramatic weight.
And I would say my biggest note is to not kill everyone who watches it after 7 days.
But that's its whole thing.
Yeah. Well, they kind of already did that in The Ring. Guys, I just got off the phone with the studio. They bought it.
Yes! Yes!
Yes!
I'm gonna kill so many people.
No.
Great shit from Problemagic Comedy. Great shit from Problemagic Comedy. Make sure to show some love. Please follow them on Instagram and YouTube. They post their new stuff there, and it's so helpful to creators to get that algorithmic boost. This crew is absolutely worth it. Don't sleep on Problemagic Comedy. They have so much good stuff, and there's so much more than what we just showed. So make sure you definitely check that out. And it's time, once again, to switch gears as we do here on Weird at Night. We now turn to the tale of abstract artist Brendan Spivey. Known for his affinity for bright color and textural bliss, Spivey is here talking about his motivations, what an abstract artist is, and the therapeutic value of art, and much more. Brendan Spivey, right now.
I've never really given myself like a label. A lot of people say that I paint with joy, energy, so those who know me know that I can be very energetic, and I think a lot of that personality comes out in some of the colors that I use, shapes that I use. There's never gonna be anything overly dull or dramatic. I like action, so you'll see large swipes, bright colors, texture. So that's kind of how I view my work. So I'm a big fan of abstract, which is kind of ironic because that's what I do. It was more about I didn't like the literal interpretation necessarily of like skylines or barns and trees. I liked being able to have my own vision of what the art piece meant, because I think abstract painters paint with intention, but we also paint with intuition. So I found it really kind of fascinating just to see like what do I see going into the piece versus like what they said that they saw. 2017, I was looking for something a little more productive to do as far as stress relief. You know, I used to run and lift, and not that that's not productive, it just takes a lot of time and dedication, but I wanted something a little more. So I think for me, looking at artwork was always kind of therapeutic, so I wanted to give that a shot, and not being trained to do this was it was different. This is the Haley Gallery. For me, this place, it's very homey, and what I like about it is I can find everything that I want. So if I'm looking for abstract art, if I'm looking for glass, I'm able to find that here. So it's not just a gallery to me, it's like a home. So I will have rotations of artwork in, so I typically will have between 3 to 5 pieces at a time in. This one is called Rise Up. So this kind of all goes back to some of the movements that we're currently going through, social unrest and all that stuff. So I wanted to give something, and you look at the tones of browns and earth tones, so it's kind of pushing you a certain direction without necessarily taking you all the way there. We wanted to kind of get involved in the whole Black Lives Matter movement, not necessarily through protest and those means, but how can we use our artistic voices to make a very strongly stated message without saying words. And the 2 murals that we did, the first one was at the Ohio Theater, and it was a compilation of fields of flowers and young children that were Black, and she was picking flowers, and the young boy had a paintbrush. And then I came in as the artistic abstract sky of shapes and color, and Will came in with the cityscape, and it just, I think it was a really great fusion of all of our talents together, because normally you would not have an abstract painter mixed with 2 more traditionally trained artists. But I think that to me that's what made the work so powerful. Spencer, that's awful close, buddy. So Spencer is my double doodle. High five? Yes! He's another reason I do a lot of the things that I do. You get all the treats. I get joy out of seeing him enjoy things in life, and it's the money that comes in from art sales helps put him in the daycare, pays for his vet bills that are so expensive, and just overall, just everyday things for him. Like, that's my buddy. And you lay flat? He brings me joy. And I think having more joy in my life, I think has also probably helped my artwork transcend. You didn't see how handsome you are. I think another thing that kind of drove me to want to become a painter was being told that painters are born this way. Artists are born artists, and they're artists their entire lives. That for me was a personal challenge. So not only was I wanting to like get out there and paint and find a way to relax, I wanted to prove somebody wrong. And been a hit so far, so I was right. You don't know what you're capable of until you do it. And I live my life that way. And I want to get out there and just try it.
That, my friends, is my shit, okay? That's exactly, to me, what art is all about. You plunge in and start exploring with joy and curiosity, and you will learn about yourself. It will show you who you are. What he said about abstract artists being intentional but using intuition is something I very much related to. Art is everything, friends. It can be almost anything that you need it to be. I was extremely impressed and inspired by Brendan's work. Make sure you give him a follow on Instagram and stay tuned. Also, thank you very much to Broad and High, the YouTube channel that made this video. Please check out their channel and give them a subscribe. They've earned it. Something I really appreciated about where Brendan was coming from was the lack of pretension, gatekeeping in his mentality. This is somebody who just said, fuck it, I've always wanted to do this, and he just started doing it. He didn't know what he was doing. He just kept doing it. That's all this is about, friends. Whatever it is creatively that's in your mind, you just need to nourish it. You need to continue to interact with it to create something that's worthy of your own expectations. And Brendan Spivey's doing that. I was very inspired by that video. Also, huge love to my dude, Noel Brass Jr., for keeping the ethereal vibe strong. If you're looking for top-notch ambient joy, you literally cannot do better than the incredible Noel Brass Jr. Big love to Noel. Please, at least give him a follow on Bandcamp and Instagram. This is also a quick reminder that even though this episode is nearing its end, the party isn't over. Join our Discord server and hop on the community voice chat channel after the show. Now, this is the section of the show where we do what's called an auto-write. What is an auto-write? It's the tool of surrealists. It's a way that we try to just lightly tap into our unconscious creative mind, learn to trust our unconscious creative process. Essentially, what I do is I count back from 10, and as I do, you try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I say go. When I say go, we all just start furiously typing in the chat. Whatever comes into your mind, you don't have to spell correct, you don't have to edit. The most important thing is just to put out whatever comes through your brain. And then after about 30 or 45 seconds, I'll say stop. When I say stop, we all hit enter or return. Everybody's auto-write shows up in the chat. We read them all out loud. One will be picked to be read on the show on Tuesday. And then we have one more performance from Scarrick, and then we're going to raid the Monster Watch radio channel. So stick around, do not go anywhere. I want us all to be here for that raid, okay? So once again, I'm gonna count back from 10, and you try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'll say go. When I say go, you start writing whatever comes into your head, no spell correct, no edit. Monster Planet, did I say Monster Watch? Jesus Christ. Monster Planet. I don't know why that keeps happening. I am so sorry. Anyway, but yes, we will go, I count down from 10, you try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'll say go. When I say go, just type for about 30 or 45 seconds till I say stop, whatever comes into your mind. Hit enter or return when I say stop, and everybody reads everybody's auto-write, okay? I see, yes, thank you everyone. I see that I made a mistake. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Start typing. All right, and stop. Okay, I'll read mine while I wait for some more to come in. I don't know why the patterns in my mind continue on the way they do, even when no longer relevant. But they do, and I will forever wish. Sorry, this moves a lot while more come in. But they do, and I will forever wish that they didn't, but here we are. Pies are nice, but I'm more of a cake person these days. Less messy, at least for me, and you get to eat the bride and groom. Delicious. Anywho, a looky-loo is worth two in the mind. Blazinspace! Kids, babies, flowers, rainbows, rain, sunshine, bagels, cream cheese, jalapenos at the right time, strawberry cupcakes, good weed, 2 scoops of sugar, 1 teaspoon on crushed velvet tulips, 3 drops of blood from a blood orange, and 2 tabs. Breakfast cereal. Very good, Blazinspace. I like it. Alex F and V. It doesn't even matter if there's spiders on the ceiling because the Care Bear stare is coming right for you right now, and you're the villain. I don't care if you say something. If you say you didn't do anything, the Care Bears don't believe you, and they're coming for me next. Good thing I got their favorite, Cool Ranch Doritos, and a whole gallon of unicorn honey. It's not like I even met a penguin last week, but if I did, his name would be Betty, and you can call me Al. Well done, cousin, well done. Anarchy and Bedrock, known ways of the art, are the fundamentals by which all derailments must occur, and since the path has been chosen in our duty to divide the willing souls from the herd and buck the system once again. Are we ready to coalesce with the unity? Very interesting. Very nice, Anarchy and Bedrock. Ash Maddie, Evil Eyesores, down the hatchback Toyota Corolla. We drove it only on the 3rd Wednesday of each month, and even then, we didn't really know how many gears it had. We filled the back with car tails and baby formula in case we wanted to stop off at the state park and go fishing for fuck sticks. The river is full of them, full of fuck sticks. Ash Maddie, well done, well done. Monster Planet! It's weird being alive, like really weird. We spend the vast amount of time not alive. Alive is the anomaly. We are explorers in this the place on a mission from home. I love it. Wow. Monster Planet. Wow. That's some amazing shit. And so true. Like being alive is the weird thing. Not being alive is actually pretty normal. Great point. Better Kitty Meow. Meow, 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 meow. The mariachi band is deep in my corazon, and they are pure magic. And I think if someone made them into small action figure toys, not toys, I would buy every set and put them on display and buy them so many makeup brushes and play with them sometimes so gently so as not to disrupt their paint. And I would never, ever make them sing La Cucaracha. Ever. That's good. I'm glad you wouldn't do that, Better Kitty Meow. Thank you very much for an amazing auto write. Bicentennial Bebe! My little toes are numb. It's the way I sit when I'm trying to focus, all bent in weird ways that make parts of me either get real hot or real cold, and I'm wondering if I'm subconsciously isolating parts of my body to move all the energy to that very disrupted part of my brain that's used to focus on doing just one thing. Bicentennial Baby, that's a great auto write. We read yours tonight, but I could have read this one the next time. Fantastic work. Naomi, Baomi, Faomi. Pencils and paint and pixels, oh my! Couldn't live without them, won't even try. If I'm feeling low, they get me high. Long mental pause. Circles. Very, very good. Very good. This goes so fast, doesn't it? Can you believe it? Well, we have to, I suppose. Taking a week off from Weird at Night was refreshing, but also a reminder of how deep in my bones this show, this community, and your friendship really is. I missed you all, even though I was crazy busy. Thank you for coming along for the ride tonight. We're here every Tuesday and Saturday at 10 p.m. PT, so make sure you followed our channel to be notified. But tonight would not have been the same without any one of you. I hope you understand that. I hope you let that sink in. We all are a big part of what makes Weird at Night. Weird at Night is founded on 5 key principles. People come first. Time matters more than money. Art is the antidote. Attack with love. Love Dartone without reservation, and love yourself because you're the best thing that will ever happen to you, except Dartone. I think most of us are looking for a way to slow the passage of time down as we get older. It's all about now, mon amis. This present moment, the more you stay here and stay out of your head, the easier it is to take things in one by one and appreciate them. It's just simple truth. Just a little advice from your neighborhood galactopat. We've got one more extremely odd live performance from Skerrick, but I want everyone watching to hang out because at the end of our show, we're going to raid Monster Planet's radio channel and take in all the oddity they're broadcasting 24/7. I'm Patrick Galactic. We are Weird at Night. Take good care of you and love your people every chance you get. I'll see you in the Discord after the show or this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Pacific. I love you all. I'm so happy to be back, and I can't wait to see you again this Tuesday. Stick around for Skerrick, then stick around to raid Monster Planet.
You're weird at night, so weird at night. Thanks for being so weird at night. For 100 nights, weird at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird